I love challenge. So for me, every time I fail, which is part of the business or even life, this gives me fire energy. I love it. So even the past, future, we always gonna fail on something. And every time this happens, I just use as an energy, as a lesson, and try to improve and don't make same mistake.
Welcome to Growth Media's Business Spotlight series, where we sit down with incredible local business owners to share their journey, challenges, and what makes them stand out. Whether you're an entrepreneur yourself or you just love supporting small businesses, this series will inspire and inform you. So let's dive in. Today, we get to sit down with MJ, the owner of MJ Fitness and Kickboxing here in Danbury, Connecticut. Hi, MJ.
How you doing, guys? Appreciate being here.
We are excited to have you here.
We are for a lot of different reasons, but you can go ahead.
We have a long history with MJ.
Yes, it's a long history, good history. So not only business related, but most importantly, friendships.
Absolutely, man. Yep, at the core.
So tell us, MJ, a little bit about your business.
I'm the proud owner of MJ Fitness and Kickboxing right here in Danbury. We just celebrate 10 years in the business. I'm originally from Poland, so probably you can hear some tough accent. And I moved here to US 2003, and I'm very, very happy to have opportunity in this beautiful country to open my business and my beautiful family, my wife, my two kids. So over 20 years. But yes, the business officially started 10 years ago. Very small, very humble, ups and downs, but I'm very excited what I do, very proud about the community we built. So every day is a blessing to wake up and do what you love.
That is the truth right there. It's a
Yep.
blessing to wake up and do what you love. There's nothing more realer than that. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start MJ Fitness.
As of my background, so I used to be professional fighter for many, many years. I was also in the fitness. I mentioned I emigrated from Poland, and actually before I emigrate, I graduate college. I have master's degree in physical education. So as a training sport, working with the people was always passion. I do this all my life. I love to do it, meeting people. So that was big background. So when I retired, I have kind of gap, kind of void. I missed. I spent 5 years to be on the sidelines, but 2015, I decided to, use my knowledge, lose my passion, and focus on fitness, not on the, athletes, but on the everyday hardworking people to help them with their goals, with their struggles. And, I love it that since day one, always, was passion is something I want to do.
You do what you love, and it shows through in your classes and in how you work with people. I always say it was one of the best workouts I've ever experienced. And that's a testament to not just the gyms in the local area, but to what you do. And because you love what you do, you're really good at motivating people to their full potential. And I know you said that there's been ups and downs, like with every business owner, we all experience these trials. Tell us a little bit about a challenge that you faced, because I know 10 years is a big feat. So tell us about a challenge or trial in your business and how you overcame that for anyone watching who is maybe experiencing something like that.
Major started very humble, small beginning. Actually, it was one of my first clients over 10 years ago. I was passionate about the training. I have knowledge, I have expertise. So, I was probably like one of many new business startups. Like I thought I can do it. I can buy some equipment. I find the local gym when I rent small space, and I thought it would be easier. But unfortunately, you get kind of, sorry to say, slap in the face. You expect that people gonna go through the door just because you open your door and you spread the message, but after the opening, you have to put some work. It's a lot of up and down. So I'm a very simple guy. I did nothing about the business, about the marketing. I didn't know nothing how to sell your product, which is very important. And I just learned through the ups and downs, through education. For me, it was easier, I think, because I love challenge. So for me, every time I fail, which is part of the business or even life, this gives me fire energy. I love it. So even the past, future, we always gonna fail on something. And every time this happens, I just use as an energy, as a lesson, and try to improve and don't make same mistake. So that's what the growth acquires. Like I said, like every time we hit the bump wall, just give me the fire to push forward and deliver better results and I grow.
There was one moment that I remember very clearly in talking with you where I think you had talk to some business professionals, and you mentioned you didn't have business background, you don't have the sales training or the marketing training. And I don't remember how many years in it was, but you had kind of got like this business plan worked up, and they were like, you shouldn't do this. It's not a good idea. And I remember going, so are you going to do it? And you were like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. And here you are 10 years later with a very successful gym. And that passion that you have there also comes across in all your workouts and what you do for all of your clients as well. You're like, we're going to do this, whether it's the Spartan race or anything else. And I think that every business owner needs to have that passion and that push because it is going to get hard. Like you said, there are going to be moments of whether it's failure or lessons or challenges, and you have to be able to push yourself through that. What is your biggest motivator?
My community we built here. They give me energy, like, business is struggle, okay? Just look at my members, my clients, like they deal with a lot of stuff, family, work, financials, health. They sometimes deal with work stuff. I'm blessed because I'm in this beautiful country and have opportunity to do my stuff and do what I love. Not many people can do it, a lot of people are not happy with the work, with their life. So, the community we have right now, my teams, they give me energy, give me motivation every single day.
I'm sure you have a lot of client stories, but is there a particular client story that stands out or an experience that you had that really just means a lot to you?
We have a lot of members and amazing members. We have so many stories. We don't judge. We welcome anyone, doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter your age, fitness level, your beliefs. So if you're ready to put the work, you're gonna be part of the team. But like hardworking parents and business professionals who struggle every day to, provide for the families. They don't have time to take care of their health, take care of their life. So, it's amazing to see. We have a lot of members who are late 40s mid 50s, and when they come here totally out of shape, with the high blood pressure, high cholesterol, back problem, overweight, and we tell them like, 6 months from now you're gonna do probably Spartan race, you're gonna do something you never thought about it. They tell me you're crazy. Okay, so it's great to see, a few months later they do something they never believe themselves. You can put price on that. Okay, so we see the happy tears when we talk with the members who were very afraid to come here because they didn't believe they can keep up the program. We remind them, remember when you started, how long it took to be at the place you're right now. But we have, a lot of stories. One thing you mentioned with big on Spartan races, it's like a pretty challenging obstacle course. 5K, 10, 21, when you have like a 20, 30 obstacles, it's pretty challenging. So, we have teachers, 6 years old, who do first time, and they cannot put the price when I see them finishing in line, and they tell me, hey, even 20s, I would never knew I can do it. I have people who in the 40s, 50s, they told me that the best shape ever, ever. Like they told me I was in the high school, 30 years ago, and I'm the best shape I ever been in my life. So it's a lot tough to choose somebody specific because we have a lot of crazy stories. Like we have people different levels. And it's not about the, building muscle, losing weight, and getting stronger. It's your energy, your lifestyle, your stress. So having energy to spend time with the family, kids. So it's a lot of different benefits.
If anyone gets an opportunity to visit, his location, when you walk up the room and you can kind of see it in this background a little bit, you look at that wall of all those people that, have lost, body percentage and you see before and afters. It's cool because there's nobody that fits a specific build. It's all different ages. The cool thing about it is the amount of people that, you've been able to help over time achieve their goals because I know him personally. He's always been that person, even with me, that is always very encouraging. And because of where he came from, he said Poland, comes over to a new country. And he's very modest too. During COVID was when he took some really, really big chances in his business where everybody was, again, doing everything they could to stay alive. And because of the fighter in him, not giving up, and he doesn't give up on people too. He pushes it along, and he always does the right thing for people. What you see is all the results, and you can't argue with the results, right? And even though he says he's not a business guy, he figured it out somehow. And here we are, right? Having a conversation with them.
I appreciate means a lot. We have a lot of good stories. Like I said, we have some ups and downs, and I did a lot of race which I don't recommend. I just did some big decision because I have passion. And actually, during COVID, I quit my full-time job,
Yep.
with 2 kids with the mortgage. And actually, COVID, was 10 years ago, August 2020, when the unfortunately gyms and local studios shut
We're
down.
shutting down. Yeah, absolutely.
I make big step to scale up and move to the current location when the space double, but also bills double. And this is the time when the gym was closing down. The people was afraid to come, but the one that think like I didn't have problem to do this step, to help local community because this was the time they really need us. They need to,
Yep.
focus on their health and not just don't sit and be afraid what's going on around. So this was triggered to, do this big step and something I don't really recommend. I just kind of very emotional and I just go by gut feeling. But for the other business owners, they recommend to crunch the number before they, start scaling up. But it pays off. Like actually, we grew during the
Yeah.
COVID. We doubled our membership. Our members stick with us, and like I said, it's all about the community. Because without them, we probably wouldn't exist. But during that time, they support us. They believe what we do. We have intense workout with the mask on, space apart.
Yeah.
We make it through. It's a big success, also a big learning lesson. So come back to same community. If you have strong community, they believe you, believe what you do, support you, so you just move forward.
Very well said.
You cater to so many different people in the community, all walks of life, all fitness levels. I know you have personal training and you offer a few different varieties of group training. I know you have a free week. You do so many things. What is one tip you'd give to someone who is in the community and they're looking for a fitness program or a fitness professional and they're just not sure? What tip would you give them when it comes to looking for a gym or for a community?
I'm meeting a lot of people who struggle and they need to do something and they're just afraid, or maybe they have bad experience. They're afraid to make a call. We have some members who call me from the different gyms or studios and they have good experience, but doesn't mean all of the studio gyms on same level. So the most important to just simply pick up the phone, send the email, send the text. Over here at MJ Fitness, we're very friendly, very supportive. We don't push sales. Everybody go their own pace. We have amazing team who, go with you every step on the way. Just always about the first step. Doesn't matter what you do. If you don't like it, it's totally fine. If I see you finding different place and you succeed, I'm gonna be very happy for you. But yeah, a lot of people think like, hey, I need to be in shape to join the gym. No, the place you go, it's their job to, get you in shape. So it's all about the first step, like everything else.
A lot of people hesitate because I'm not in the right condition or I'm not strong enough yet or I just need to feel a little more comfortable. And if you wait for that moment, you never start.
Unfortunately, I see this a lot. People contact us because they went to the doctor and now the doctor tell them you have high cholesterol, high blood
Yeah.
pressure, you're overweight, your knee maybe gonna have replaced in a few years. It's never too late. Never ever is too late. Okay, but just don't wait. Fitness, active life should be part of your everyday routine schedule. So, but one more time, don't wait. It's never too late.
That's right. We talked about you starting and taking a risk during COVID when everyone was closing down and you were opening your doors and making sure that the community had a safe place to go and work out. And we've talked about your business and you've said I don't have a business background, I don't have sales or marketing background, but you have learned so much through this process and you have a very successful business, which means that you do have background in business and sales and in marketing. So tell us a little bit about your marketing strategies, your business strategy, like what it is that has worked really well for your business that has helped you grow and scale, especially during COVID times. I mean, you doubling your business at a point when everyone was shutting down, a true testament to what you offer to the community and what you do at MJ Fitness. So is there a particular strategy that works really well for you that other business owners can learn from, or anything that you want to share in regards to how you've grown and scaled your business?
I mentioned I'm very simple guy, so they not too much. So I just, was very stubborn and, they want to lean. So the biggest breakthrough, and that's what I recommend every single business owner. 2020, I finally hired a marketing companion and business coach. I think the business who want to grow, I believe that you should invest in education as a business owner. And you should invest in, business coaching. Definitely marketing is crucial. Doesn't matter what type of business, doesn't have to be, nothing expensive, but I did a lot of new stuff, learn on the mistakes. And as a marketing, we focus mostly on the Facebook, Instagram advertising. This is our core, of course, organic a lot. But I think as a business owner, you have to try everything. So just because it works for me doesn't mean if you have in fitness business, gonna work for you. So you need to try. It's all about the test, trying, and if it doesn't work, it's a good lesson. It's not failure. If it works, perfect. You can focus on the platform or a system works for you. Just trying new things and having multiple different platforms. That's works the best instead of focusing just on one. And same thing with what we do here. We do some changes. I always try something new program, new event, and same thing. If it doesn't work, doesn't have good response, that's totally fine. You just learn the lesson. You should focus on something new. Testing is a must, and also big fan of the. You have to educate yourself. If I didn't invest in coaching and I didn't know the sales, I didn't know marketing. I'm right now different part. It's never enough, but now I'm very confident, especially with the sales, marketing. So, would recommend investing in getting educated.
There's a couple of key things, just like working out and these other things. When you try to complicate something, it's hard to do things, and then you never get started. So, doing some of the simplest things are some of the most important things, right? Just like if you're working out, the basics, right? Get the core stuff done, which he's done very well. But even before that, if your product is not good, it doesn't matter what you're marketing or what you're doing or any complicated system. And that's the one thing he always goes back to, making sure that his product is always the best product available. And the simple thing that he's doing with the marketing, once people do get there and see that the product's really, really good, it kind of speaks for itself. A lot of people are just trying to get people in, try to get people in, try to get people in. And then people go there and they find out that this is horrible or, whatever. It's one of those things where it's very, very important, right? And that's where he started. He kept working on making the best workouts, improving, and always trying to tweak things based on what he sees in front of them. But, simple is a lot better when it comes to marketing and just being consistent, just like working out. Consistency is everything in life. It's not being complicated or some complicated diets.
Yeah, we didn't mention, but yeah, your service, your product is a number one thing. You need to
Yeah.
believe what you do, what you sell, what you offer. This is core because no matter how much money you spend for advertising, how good you are, you're gonna have reputation, So if it
Yep.
doesn't work, it's not good. I always believe you can always do better. So no matter how happy you are with the products, I believe always you can do a little bit better and move forward, improve.
And it comes across in everything he does, and then obviously his business is a reflection and his community is a reflection of all that hard work. So it's working.
Going to many gyms in the area, and my favorite workouts have been with MJ at MJ Fitness. So it's a true testament. I've done circuit training, the big box gyms, right? It's just nothing compares to your product and what you offer and the attention to detail that you give each person walking in the door. It's not the same workout for everyone. And even if it's a group class, you cater to their individual needs. So for me, I have some issues
Yep.
with my shoulders, and that wasn't an issue walking into MJ Fitness. It was let's modify, modify, modify. And so for anyone who's watching and is going, hey, I want to check out a gym, definitely take a chance at MJ's because you will not regret it.
Appreciate it. And
It,
we want to be different. That's the main thing. Like, we want to stand out as a different product, different service, especially Danbury is a huge competition. We have ton of cheap big box gyms where nobody cares. We have a lot of studios, we have a lot of franchises, so it's huge competition, and I believe we need to stand out. We have to really be best of the best if you really want to grow. Because if you average, it just not gonna happen. There's too many choices, possibilities for the people, and you have to focus on your product, your members, on your clients, on your team, so you can, improve and deliver the best of the best.
Other thing is, MJ is still very, very heavily involved with the day to day. A lot of gym owners, people like that, you don't know who the owner is. He's coaching the coaches, he's doing classes. You're getting the guy that has that passion and drive.
you're always evolving, right? And updating your programs and offerings and things like that. We talked about that you do some Facebook ads, some Instagram ads. I know that you are very active with your email campaigns also and reaching out through text to your members. You're very active. I also know you put on some free community events. It's funny because I know that you're doing these things and you don't see it as marketing, right? You're like, I'm giving back to the community. And it's interesting because I can put on my marketing hat being someone with that background and go, well, what a great way to outreach your community and serve them and help a charity in the local community also. And you're not doing it with the intention of marketing your business. So it's interesting because you didn't mention a lot of the things that you do because you're just doing them to serve your community.
Yeah, he
And I
does.
think yeah, like that is such a powerful thing that I think everyone can pick up on. When you put your people first, your community, your client first, and you serve them to the best of your ability, and you're giving back to your community with these events and just kind of being involved in the Spartan races. Like, you don't have to do those things, but you do them because your community enjoys them and you're giving back. I think when you do that, it doesn't feel like marketing and you're just giving back. And ultimately, that can be a way to grow and scale your business, is like just doing what you love and being passionate and giving back to your community and listening to your clients will help you grow and scale unintentionally. Like,
Yeah.
you don't do it for that purpose, you're doing it for your community.
Yeah, so definitely it's not the way to promote. It's like I never feel like, use our fundraisers or we donate some money as a marketing, our fitness family, fitness community. We here because them. So I'm obligated to give back, which is amazing. And we have amazing events like fundraisers, especially we focus on the cancer. Like in October, we support breast cancer awareness. We have a few female members who are survivors, so it's very important for them. So we're never gonna promote this, but we have really good response because of members. But our goal is to be part of something bigger than just workouts. Always, since 10 years ago, again, it wasn't about the losing weight, building muscle. It's about like a special place when no matter who you are, what you do, it's gonna be your second home and you're gonna be part of something. Like I would say, I never asked for the help. Okay, and this changed a while ago because no way we can do it if my members don't help me, my team don't help me. We get to the top, actually have a group of the members, like a team who help me with events, and they have it, and they love it because it's very important for them. So it's great, and they feel amazing. We feel amazing. It's a team here.
There's a level of like physical health there and mental health, being able to give back and this full picture that you've built of like truly taking care of not just your own self and your health, but also giving back and taking care of others too.
Giving back is a part of our business, our community. Without them, we wouldn't exist. We don't use them as marketing to sign the people. Like during the events, we absolutely don't do any sales. And even if somebody comes, hey, can I leave more about this and that? We usually say, hey, let's schedule appointment another day or week because today we focus on this event and we don't use this as a sales.
Most bigger businesses probably would. If you haven't gone, I recommend stopping in. I think you do it 2 times a year and it's a free event. You offer a free workout and there's vendors and it's such a beautiful community atmosphere from start to end. And the members are so welcoming also. The fact that you keep it a community event and a charity event and don't push MJ Fitness.
Doing things for the right reason, right? And I know it's a hard thing because we all have to pay our bills, right? There's that element of why do I do what I do, right? If you love something, it's not work,
Yeah, go look at MJ's reviews. I think it speaks for itself.
right? It does. But stop down at this place and we'll give you the best advice. And sometimes the best advice is not to join the gym. And he'll tell you that's the thing with him. He's not going to try to sell you something that you don't need.
We're looking for serious people. That's our clientele. No gimmicks, no magic pills.
Yeah, no magic
Right
pills.
way.
Great.
It's a commitment. It's being consistent. Very important for our members. Don't be afraid to ask for help and support. That's why we're here. When you go to our website, our Instagram, Facebook, you can see the members, you can see the coaches, you can see the workouts. So you get kind of idea or taste what we do.
With your tagline, right? Community, passion, results.
Yeah. That's he said it. He say it best, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the truth, bro. With that community, within so it was part
Yeah.
of the event twice already. So we have pretty good turnout because they help, they believe, and they show up and support. So that's great. And I'm looking forward to raise more and more money just to support those great causes. And it's a great feeling.
So MJ, tell everyone, where can people find you? Where can they reach out to you and learn more about you?
We have website, you can Google, we're pretty visible. We're very active on social media, which you can actually taste what we do. Just simply give a call. Nobody pressure here. We want to be sure that you're right fit for each other, okay? Because we are a little bit different. We're looking for serious people who like to commit, because that's how we get the results. We don't sell any magic pills, any shortcuts. We do the right way, the hard way. So simply give us a call, send us a message, send the email, and simply come here for the consultation. We'll be very happy to show you studio, meet you, learn about your goals, about your past, and just try to offer you the best solution, best program. And it doesn't work, that's totally fine. Okay, so it's all about the making first step and reaching out.
Is there anything exciting coming up that you want to share with us?
Always have some events. So we big on Spartan races. So a couple of weeks we have 30 members going to iconic Fenway Park in Boston.
That's awesome.
Doing 5K Spartan race. I'm very excited. We're training very hard. We always do holiday party December, but this year we try to level up and actually we're gonna have beautiful holiday dinner in the local Italian restaurant. So we're gonna first time see our members in the nice dresses and the guys with the nice suits. So I'm very excited about it.
They're all good because you got them in shape. So that's
Yes, and this is something I'd like to mention. Every year we do Angel Tree for the Salvation Army. So we buying the gifts for the local kids whose parents cannot afford presents. So it's our third year. So the first year we didn't know how gonna work. We took like I think 30 tags, and they were gone in a half day. Last year we did 60 tags, and they were gone one day. And this year we're gonna do probably 80 tags. And I'm pretty sure like, our members gonna deliver. And it's nothing better. We're gonna make some kids very happy during the holiday times. That's for this year. And another year gonna be very, very busy, very exciting. We always have like a lot of events scheduled already.
I look forward to seeing all you have coming up. What is your advice for other small businesses that are trying to grow today?
It's gonna be hard. You have to have passion. You have to believe what you do, your product, your service, and go for it. Don't be afraid to try new stuff. Right? Believe part of the success. You have to have some budget for marketing, maybe coaching, and like Tony mentioned, could be very, very basic. Start basic. Try to have your name
simple.
there. Live from that, and with time you hopefully grow and you can expand.
That's great advice.
It's just so cool to sit back and see successful people. We obviously appreciate having you, MJ.
I also would like to add because we're working together as a marketing, so Grow Media is really recommended as a marketing company or business coaching. For like I mentioned, for 5 years I didn't have any idea, so I educate myself. So I have pretty good experience. I use the marketing companies and the business coaching over 5 years right now. I work with the big dogs. I work with the small local companies. So I have really good idea. And right now, same like a fitness, it's a lot of guys there who all promote and promise everything. They promise you 100 leads a month, 100 new members. So you have to be very, very careful because so many of them just want to scam you and take your money and you don't see any results.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you have to look for the companies like Grow Media who honest, trustable. You can research, you find the testimonials and reviews and get good idea just talking with them. But really, the business owner have to be careful because you're gonna be bombarded with the offer and promises will never happen. You're just gonna lose ton of money and don't have results. So I'm very happy to work with you guys as a marketing and also you got promote business coaching. We work for a while, so I know someone who watched the video doesn't know me, but I trust my word that you can find you guys and see that we real and we provide the best service possible. And no matter what you do, you still have to put some work. When you work with a company, you have to listen to the feedback, follow the feedback, ask question, and follow what you guys can recommend or advise. And that's how you're gonna grow and learn and expand.
The thing that he said was there's no magic pill, right?
Yeah.
And that applies to anything, right? Whether it's the gym, business, life. But just we can't just take something and magically voila. There's no magic genie that we rub and we get what we want. But if you do the right things, you talk to other people, like again, as much as we help with a lot of his marketing, right? We've also learned a lot from him. It is a partnership, right? And it is a working together. I think the biggest thing that you'll notice with him is that he's real, where he came from, how he got here, the hard work, like he had mentioned. He was a champion and I got the pleasure of seeing a lot of his fights a long time, not too long ago. Come on, we're not that. He was an amazing fighter and didn't mean he was always the biggest and the strongest, but this guy had a will to just prove everyone wrong and he keeps doing it. You know what I mean? But that's the coolest thing, again, because I've known him for a long time and he's a dear friend, but just to see him come to me and say, this is what I'm going to do. And he did it, man.
Thank you so much, MJ, for joining us on this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. Always a pleasure.
Make sure you go follow MJ, check out his
Yeah.
website if you're interested in learning more about his classes, and stay tuned for all of his community events as well.
Yep.
And as always, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, or drop a comment. We love to hear from you.